And we're live. What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? Let me get this thing ready for y'all. I got a little special treat. I think. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm going to be checking on the stream here in just a moment. Okay, y'all come on out this way. I want to introduce y'all to my niece and nephew. And that is Emma, Levi. They're going to be helping us out today because I want to show you how simple this is, that even kids can set up a sublimation printer. And this one in specific is a 8500, which is the little mini-me version of the 8550 EcoTank. So give me just a second, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and set this up so y'all can see everything that they are going to be doing. We're going to go ahead and move everything out of the way. Y'all back up. Come on around this way. And then what'll happen is I will let you be the ones to open up the printer, unbox it and everything, and then I will just guide you, okay?
Okay.
All right, so give it a moment a little bit. Y'all come over here for just a second. We'll check the computer, see if everyone can hear us.
And see us. Jinx.
Jinx.
Nice, there's 9 people online.
There's 9 people on right now?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
9 people going up.
All right, so what I'm gonna need while one of you is performing whatever we're doing live, I need the other person to help out reading the comments, and then we'll switch up, okay?
Can I do that?
You wanna read the comments?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would like to too.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to actually help perform the work. Levi, come on back. All right, so here we are live right here. This is y'all. All right, so here we are live right here. This is y'all. Hear the echo there. I'm gonna turn the sound off. So listen, Levi, come on back.
Everybody's saying hi.
Hi. All right, so yes, we're setting up this 8550 and well, actually we're setting up the 8500. Right now we're gonna show you the small version, and we already showed you a video of us showing setting up the 8550, which is the parent to this one. So this is the 8.5-inch one, and we already set up the 13-inch one. But we're gonna fill this up, and then we have a special surprise at the end of our session tonight. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So a really special surprise, okay?
Oh, look, somebody said hi. Hi.
That's E, that's Erica.
Erica.
Yeah, she's there. So Teresa says, yes, I'm happy for you. Teresa, that's the one that y'all met yesterday.
I
Met her little one. You remember? Okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing her name.
All right, so let's get started, okay? So I am going to be needing some very special assistance from some very special individuals that mean a lot to me. But in the meantime, I'm also going to be showing you some of the things that came in the packaging here. Let me go ahead and pull those out. These are the dye inks that came with the printer. Levi, you got to stay on this side, okay? And you read the comments from there. You can't read the comments from the camera.
Yay.
Okay? So let me go ahead and show you the ink here. It comes with, I like to put things in order of CMYK. It's just by habit. So you get a cyan, magenta, yellow, black, a photo black, and then there's a special gray, and I think it's somewhere out here. It is.
I'll get it. And the quartz is the
So,
gray.
yep, that's your gray. Okay, so this takes 6 inks, and it is actually 2 different blacks that are inherent to this system. But the special thing is with the True Colors ink is that what replaces them is you have your, bless you, your cyan, your magenta, and check these out. These come with 70 milliliter bottles, and typically, don't lean on that, typically any of the sublimation inks that you purchase, these gray ink kits will probably be 70 milliliter kits also. Come on over to this side. So the great thing is if you're purchasing the True Colors ink, it's 127 milliliters. That's the good stuff. And another good thing is that with our ICC profile, you only have to purchase the standard black ink, just like you normally would purchase the 4 set. This standard black ink works for the regular black and the photo black. And then you just have this very special gray that we had reformulated just for us. And we had a very special ICC profile designed just for this gray ink. So you'll notice that this is the new kid on the block. This is the gray ink. So what you would purchase online would be the CMYK, that little 4 kit. And then now we sell the black by itself because, you know, we always use more black than anything else. And then we sell the gray by itself. So we do have a kit online where you can purchase the 4-pack with this one and this one. And you're going to get all 6 of those for about $60. All 6 of them. 127 milliliters, not 70 milliliters. So you're getting substantially more ink. You're getting the high quality. You're getting the ICC profile. And you're also getting our True Colors brand and quality. Okay. So this is what we're setting up today. You will not place these inks into your system at all. So we're going to go ahead and take these away now.
I'm helping.
There you go. Okay. All right, and of course we'll move our True Color buddies over to the side.
True Color.
And then periodically I will take a little break and we'll check on the comments to make sure if you all have any questions or you need to see something that we can help you out with that. So let me move this camera to where you're seeing the more of the front of the printer. Levi, come on around here. All right, let's make sure we have the camera in good here. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is remove all of the tape. So who wants to remove the tape?
Me.
Okay, come on in front of the printer.
The blue one?
Wait just a moment. I'm going to tell you exactly what to remove. Now you have to listen, okay?
Okay.
And you have to show other little kids how to listen, all right? And these and my grown folks, my grown Innate creatives, they're listening too, okay? And let me turn this on so we can see a little bit better. Hold on just a moment. Is that turning on?
Whoa.
There we go. So now we can see nice and bright. Hopefully it's a little too bright for me.
Whoa.
All right. All right, back up, Levi. Let's see. Can we see the printer good?
Yep.
All right, so that's got good lighting there. And we're going to go ahead and start removing the tape. So what I need to happen is I need to get see this from here. All right, let's start. Now, when you remove the tape, there's a tab on each piece of tape. Listen before you start.
see them.
Listen. You have to remove from the tab, and if it goes into an area where you feel like you're going to pull something off, stop. Okay? Because that means there's something else that we're going to have to pull in order to release that one. So you see a flap here, you see a flap there. Go ahead and take the flaps and pull them down. Just pay attention to what you're doing. Don't look at the camera, and don't put that big old head in front of the camera either. They can't see nothing.
Oh, sorry.
Your head is in the way. It's a little sizable. All right, let's go ahead and pull that up all the way off. Good job. And then this one right here starts over here on the side. Pull that down. Be careful. All right. So this is the 8500. This one is an 8.5 inch printer or inch wide printer. Yep, we'll go ahead and remove those as well. Like I said, when you get somewhere where it catches, just let it hang and we'll know to remove it.
And don't pull it too hard.
Right.
I don't think they can see the back when we're pulling stuff.
That's okay. So what we're going to do for the back is, yep, there's some more blue tape. I'm certain they're going to know when they see blue tape that it needs to be removed. Just don't move anything. Now, you can walk around this way, Levi. And walk around this way. And let me show you what to do. Walk around this way, and let me show you what to do with this one. This one, you have to open that, stop. And then you want to make sure that when you pull on something, that you're not going to damage anything. You see that when you pull it out? You see these extra pieces of tape? That foam, you pull that off.
I feel like I'm just going to break it.
Now that is meant to come off, and that's done for. Now if we pull this out, you see how hard it is to pull out? It's got some stuff on it as well, so let's go ahead and pull those off. Now, if it seems hard to pull out, make sure you can clearly see what's coming. Okay, there you go. Now, unsee all that tape. All right, now let's push it in. And we'll take this completely out, and there's another tray down here. Now you have to pull on this white part. So pull it out all the way. Here you go. Make sure there's no more tape there. Be careful. Peel from one end to another end. Okay, that's good. Now let me make sure that goes back in smooth. This is where you would put your 8.5-inch paper here.
Oh, so like the big paper?
No, the regular size. It's called letter paper. So this printer.
There's some tape inside the letter printer.
Where?
Don't you see if you pull it out, it's like. Okay,
nope, that's not tape. That's cork. That's what it uses in order to pick up the paper. It kind of gives it a little bit of grip to pick it up.
Is there a difference between a normal paper and leather paper?
Letter paper, yes. There's Super B, which is the 13 by 19 size. And then there's letter size, which is 8.5 by 11. You can also do legal size in this printer, which is 8.5 by 14. Okay, so we're gonna close that up just for right now. Make sure that we got all the tape. So in order to get this other piece of tape, we have to lift up not just the scanner top. We have to lift up the entire scanner bed, which has a little latch on the side that you can, or a handle, a little dip that you can put your hand inside of.
What is this area?
So this is where our print heads are located below this. So we need to be very careful pulling this tape off. You need to be very careful taking this off.
Hey, Levi.
Let's go ahead and tear this off as well, very carefully. All right. And then, of course, this is where we're going to end up filling the ink here. So in order to fill the ink, you do need to lift the scanner unit. But before we do anything, we're just making sure that we remove all of the tape. We can even remove the sticker here. You got that? Now, to remove this, look, you stay down low. Whenever you deal with stickers like this, you stay down low.
Or else we'll leave like stuff.
Right. Or you're picking it up, and guess what? You might tear up your top here because you're putting way too much force in the direction where it'll affect this top here. So you just go with the flow. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Go ahead and take the rest of that off. All right, all right, all right. Good deal. Now the next thing we need is the power cable. You see that sticker in the tape? We need the power cable. So if you go ahead and open that power cable up, Levi, you can show them what that looks like.
I'm going to show you guys how to open it. Ooh.
Be careful, you're trying to show off. You're going to pop them in the eye with the packaging. All right, so just go ahead and untwist that twist tie.
I'm going to show you how to do that too. Look at that. Then we got that. Pay close attention.
All right, Levi, why are you so close up to the camera? Like they got to see every inch of the twist tie.
They do.
It's very
so
thorough.
They can see.
Yes, you're very thorough. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm actually going to rotate this thing around. So give me some little space so I can rotate it.
Rotate.
Yeah, so on a couple of wheels there so you can see what's going on in the back.
Yep, and what
Alright.
to do in the back.
Okay, so right here is where the power cable goes in, and you can go ahead and fit that in there right now.
And make sure it's not upside down or the wrong
It
side.
actually, it doesn't matter. It'll
Oh.
fit in exactly how it fits in, but you do have to make sure that it's pressed in there good. Watch out. Because you don't want to just knock it and it falls out. So it's in there good. And then we're going to need to plug it in, of course. So let's go ahead. We're going to turn it back around so you can see as we plug it in what happens. All right. Bag it up a little bit.
Looking good. And make sure you have somewhere to plug it in.
Oh,
Oops.
uh-oh. That's all right.
I got that.
That plug's a little loose.
It will bring light.
There we go. All right.
Magic.
So, Emma, I'm going to need you for the next part. Levi,
Yeah.
thank you so much for doing the unboxing, the untaping, and also the opening of the plug and plugging of the end. Okay? Very good. Now it's going to be your turn to watch the comments. And Emma, we'll take a brief break and see if anyone has any questions. Awesome. Yes, this is the ET 8500 that has the gray ink, and this is the same exact process you would do for the 8550, which is right beside it, and we'll show you that one in just a moment. Now, Emma, you're going to have to come around to this front side. Come on around this way so you're not stepping in front of the camera.
Okay.
All right.
But isn't like there's a cord here?
Correct. There's also a cord that way if you were to walk around it as well. So, all right. Go ahead and pull this just a little bit closer. All right. So, I'm going to show you exactly how to get to the area first. You're going to have to put both hands on the side here. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and just turn the machine on since we have power. Let's turn it on.
So do you like hold these like two boxes?
Yes, you're going to put your fingers in both boxes and you're going to pull up. But we're going to wait just a moment and make sure that we can turn this thing on. The language is English. It says you can use your smart device to set it up if you scan in the code. I'm going to put no use smart device. And don't lean on this because it's on wheels, so it might roll. You have a blooper moment, have a oof moment on YouTube Live.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
That would be terrible, but it will go viral.
It would go viral.
The views.
Right. What's the video right now? When somebody bumped their head, how's it go?
I was trying to pass that. Then my head hit the wall.
Boom. But I had a praying grandmother. You don't want to be that next meme.
I do not want to be that next meme trend. Next thing
Okay.
you know, it shows on your For You page on TikTok.
Okay, so this is it says processing right now, so we're gonna let it process. In the meantime, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and start taking the bottles. I have to open them and of course remove the seal. So I'm gonna do that off camera, so I'm not doing it on top of the computer, which normally, or the printer, which normally I would have no problem doing that. Matter of fact, here, I'll lay something down so y'all can see the process, at least for one, opening up. I'm gonna lay down some paper towels. All right. So that way you get to see what it looks like when I open these up. All right, so
Wouldn't the ink go through?
you have the cap. Hold on, Emma, pay attention. I'm telling them right now. You have the cap. Then you actually have this keyed part right here. And it's universal keys. That means it'll fit in any of these color slots, which makes it easy for us to manufacture. It makes it more of a risk for you to put the wrong color in the wrong reservoir. So please, please, please pay attention to one color at a time. Just take your time, do it neatly. It takes literally seconds for this thing to drink up whatever ink it needs. So just be more aware of what you're doing. I'm just using these scissors right now to open this. You may actually be able to pick this up and just peel it like so. And I just got ink on my finger, but that's okay because it's for y'all. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. And don't mess with that, Emma, because I know you'll be exploring, and then we'll have cyan ink all over your printer.
And then it will be another TikTok trend.
Right. Okay, so I also want you to know that there is another seal inside of here, and you have to remove that. Otherwise, if you turn this upside down, it's going to do absolutely nothing. So, in order to pull that out, usually I have a little X-Acto knife. I'm just using my scissors to put a little bit of pressure in there so I can just pick it up. And you want to pick up the full seal, that full circular seal, and leave in the open seal, because that's actually going to give you a little bit of a seal so that you don't have any leaking, okay?
May I see?
That one you're going to leave in, and then this one you take out. And as a matter of fact, I need you to come around to this side.
Wait, am I not going to put it in?
No. Well, yes, but not right now.
Okay.
Just hang on. You always like to try to think a step ahead. Auntie is never going to steer you wrong. And if I do, I know you won't let me live it down. Okay, so let's see. It says, see the start here bundled with the printer on the website or the website to complete initialization. I'm going to hit OK and hit proceed. And Emma, you might have to, I don't know, is your hair in the way? Okay, you're good. All right, so it says be sure to fill the black ink tank, the BK, it stands for black, with black ink. And basically it's gonna walk you through each and every color, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and lift up the scanner unit. So Emma, there are some little handles on each side. Just go ahead and pick it up. You're gonna need a little bit of, the actual handles. There you go.
Oh,
all right.
Geez.
Okay, and then we're gonna point the screen down so we can see what it says. And it automatically stays open, so that's good.
Ooh.
And we don't need to mess with anything except for this little trap door right here.
What?
Okay?
Then what is this S one?
Don't worry about any of that right now. Okay, you got to make sure that you just stay on point so we don't get off topic, okay? So what we want to do is we want to just go from left to right. So what we're going to do is make sure that we go ahead and open up our ink in sequence, so we do not want to mess up and put the wrong ink in the wrong reservoir. Then you have to get a needle and pull it all out, and it's not fun. So I do want you to know, for these two blacks, the BK and the PB, that stands for black and photo black, they take the exact same ink with the true colors. So the first bottle that we need to open up is the black. And I will tell you that this bottle will be just enough to put into both of these reservoirs here. Okay, so basically you can save one of your blacks. If you buy the 6 kit, save one of your blacks because you will need it very soon. All right, so again, I'm going to open this off screen since we have the scanner unit open. And I'm just removing my seal. And Emma, I'm going to do the first one, and then you're going to do every single one after that, okay? So that means you're going to have to pay attention.
That's light.
Back up from the light a little bit. I don't want that light on your eye.
I don't like the light.
Okay, so again, we have the universal key here, top, and this is going to go in any of the newer EcoTank systems, okay? So pay attention, watch what I'm showing you here. What you're going to do is take the bottle, flip it, and go ahead and just let it sit right there. You're going to have to move in a fluid motion. Don't take too long to do it, but also don't splash anything around. And you can hear it going gunk, 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 gunk. The reservoir is receiving the ink, and it's basically using gravity. So gravity is feeding it right into there, and it will automatically stop when it's done. You do not have to pick it up because it's going to hurry up and fill it too fast. You just let gravity do its job.
Wow.
Right? And then when it's completely quiet, it's full, it's no longer thirsty. We're going to pick it up carefully. And we're going to close this one, and you're only going to work with one open at a time. It's going to make life so much easier for you so that you don't mistakenly put the wrong ink in here. So this one, same one.
Do I do it?
Go ahead.
Be careful. I at least make like some kind of mess when I do this.
Don't say that. Don't claim that. There you go. Let it go. Leave it alone, and it'll go by itself. I'm going to go ahead. I already have cyan open for you, right?
Yep.
So
wait, is
cyan
that
will
the
be
same
next.
one?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Oh, wow. Because black and photo black, like she said earlier, are basically the same. So if you buy the 6 kit pack, save one of your blacks.
Correct.
I'm just saying that it has a lot in it.
Right. And we can actually put a little bit. Well, no, it's gonna. I think it's gonna get full on both of them. I believe so.
No.
Yep, it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's to the top line. Wait, did it finish?
Yes.
Making a sound. Okay, when you pull it off, you're gonna lean it back and immediately pull it up.
Next is
All right.
cyan. Do I go ahead and...
Let me go ahead and let her do this part because you did all the taping, and I'll let you do the gray one, which is the start of the show, because the gray is what everybody was waiting on. Okay.
I knew you.
All right, so let's go ahead and open cyan.
There you go.
All right, so here you are, true colors. Let's get it.
I really enjoy like making the sounds as it goes up in the bar. I find that really entertaining.
All right, that's cyan.
It hasn't
What color is next?
Next is magenta.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. It's yellow.
No, it's yellow. You can't see it from here. It's
Yeah,
yellow.
you can't, which makes
All right,
it
so
hard.
I will prepare the yellow. Let that go until it starts making noise.
It stopped. Be careful.
Emma, watch what I'm doing. It doesn't take any effort at all. You just pick it up, lean it back, get it out of the way. All right, go ahead and open up the yellow side.
I already did.
All right. Let me peel the seal. And this one is a little harder to peel, so I'm just gonna poke a hole in it. All right. Yellow is ready, my lady.
Yay.
Oh, hold on, I lied. The seal got a little misplaced, so I'm putting the seal back in place.
You never really lie, Auntie.
Well, sometimes you lie about mistake. If I said it was ready and it wasn't, that was a little mistakenly lie. All right, let's go ahead and flip that over. Let it go. Emma, you gotta stand to the side just a little bit so people can see.
Yes. Because
So Rona, this is originally a professional photo printer, meaning that it is literally meant to print the 4x6 photos that you see. It is a high quality photo printer. So for photos, you have several different types of black in order to make a true black in a photo. So it has a regular black, a photo black, and it also has a gray, and it's supposed to achieve a higher level of color gamut. So it can achieve colors that you wouldn't be able to achieve with just a regular standard black. But in sublimation, we already have a reduced color gamut. This is still able to get a greater color gamut than most of the sublimation printers that we use, just because it has this gray right here. So that's a very good question, Rona. All right, so we're going to go ahead and remove the yellow now. And we'll go ahead and put these tops back on. So I just want to show you all, you will have almost another fill for all of the colors. Okay, so basically when you buy one set, you're able to fill this EcoTank system 2 times with one set of the True Colors bottles, because we have 127 milliliters in each bottle. All right, so we're just going to close the cap off, and we're going to save that for later. Keep it outside of the heat and sun, and it lasts a lot longer. What's the next color we need?
magenta.
Okay, so magenta is next.
Sorry about my long hair. It always gets in the way.
Yeah, Auntie has that same problem.
Exactly. I get it from you.
Yep. All right, so I am removing the foam from the top, and
it's ready?
it is ready. You ready?
Yes. Are you ready?
Yes. I see you using your right hand, but you're left-handed. You feel comfortable using your right hand?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm also mostly taught by you using your right hand.
I think so. You might be ambidextrous.
And also, left hand, if y'all also don't know how left-handed people open a fridge, we don't always use our dominant hand.
That is true. So it actually benefits you to use both hands.
Because most right-handed people are clueless. I just had to.
Just right-handed people are clueless of the left-handed world?
Yes.
Okay, you just said clueless. I thought you were just going to drop it there. Right-handed people are clueless. All right.
Yeah, that just sounds wrong and mean.
All right, so let's go ahead and take this one out. I believe it's done. You got it?
I got
Now
it.
Don't.
start the
One thing you do
show.
not want to do, listen. One thing you do not want to do, stop. Listen, listen. You never want to actually squeeze the bottle to put it in or take it out. You only want to barely handle it in order to pick it up. Stop. We need to clean that up because what happened just now, you just barely squeezed the bottle when you picked it up and it did spill out a little bit. So you have to be careful of that. And you definitely do not push these bottles while they're actually sitting and they're siphoning into the reservoir. Move your fingers out of the way. So, hold on, Emma. Emma, this
Just a little bit.
okay, listen. So, you need to listen to this too. So the reason why we don't want to squeeze the bottles is you can actually push air. You can ruin your initialization and your setup by squeezing the bottles. So you want to be very careful to only just tip the bottles over and let the bottles do the work, okay?
Look, it's like moving.
Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and do the gray next. I have to open it.
Why is it doing this?
It's getting ready to initialize, but it should not be pulling any ink in right now because it's not ready.
It needs paper.
All right, and what'll happen is we're gonna have to make certain that we tell it to initialize. So there's a special thing that we're gonna do to make sure it initializes, and that's how the printer knows that you're ready and you have all of your ink in there.
Because if it starts on its own, then nothing will happen well.
Right, so that's not going to happen. They have a fail-safe on here. If you listen to what I'm saying, I'm telling you about the fail-safe. So hold on and let me tell you about the fail-safe. I'll show you better than I can tell you. All right, so we're putting the nozzle back onto the gray ink. Levi, are you ready? Do not squeeze the bottle. The best thing to do, watch my hand. If you hold the bottle down here by the bottom and then you tip it over, you're less likely to squeeze it because you're not touching the center of the bottle. So just look what I'm telling you. Hold it from here. Just put it upside down. Go ahead. Hold it from the bottom. Lean it on there and just turn it upside down. Pop it in place. You hear it drinking it. All right. Now, after we actually set up the printer, we're going to show you the print settings, which are very, very, very important for this printer. It does require an ICC profile because it has this gray ink, and I want you to make sure that you really get true colors with this system and setup. So I did have a custom ICC profile and this gray ink custom made in order to give you a solution for this 8550 and the 8500.
It's done drinking its Gatorade.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out.
Gatorade.
All right, now let's pay attention to what the directions say after this. And we're gonna have Teresa show us how to do the Mac because she has a Mac, and I will show you how to do the PC settings. So we're going to actually, once we finish setting up this printer, we're gonna close out and then do a second video that shows you the computer settings, okay? So right now we're just reading the directions. It says make sure to fill the black ink tank with black ink. We're gonna hit proceed and it's gonna go through each color. So now it's telling you the photo black, hit proceed, we already did that. The cyan, we did that. The yellow, we did that. The magenta, is done and the gray is done. Now we're going to hit the last proceed for gray. It's going to tell us press OK for 5 seconds. You're going to have to hold
Can
this.
I do that?
Hold it for 5 seconds. Go ahead.
1, 2.
That's good. All right, so it says make sure that all color inks are filled up to the upper line of the ink tank. And we can look down here at our eye level and everything is to that upper line that has the little downward triangle. And it says select the start button to start the ink charging. Do not load paper until initialization is complete. So let's hit start. And it says do not turn the power off until initialization is complete. And this takes about 7 minutes. So we're going to let this complete. I'm going to go ahead and grab some 8.5 by 11 inch paper because you're going to need that. Because with this particular printer, you're going to go ahead and set up, because it's a photo printer. Photo printers are much more precise. They can be a lot more finicky as far as needing print head cleanings or showing you that there's a little bit of banding in the lower print modes, because it's really meant to print in the highest quality modes. So we're going to make sure that we do whatever it tells us to do as far as the alignment and setup that's going to happen here. So we're going to do it together. You can do this. You can choose not to do this if you want to, but we're going to go ahead and do it together so that you see that demonstration. Absolutely, Dawn, that is true. So this is the 8500, and let's show you, while this is taking 7 minutes to initialize, so let's go ahead and show you the 8550. Levi, you got to move your head out of the way, baby. Come on over here. Okay, this is the, if this is the niecey bear, this is the auntie bear, okay? So you can leave the ink up here. We're not going to use that one. Well, you know what? If you want to see how this pulls out, go ahead and come from back here. So I like to put them in order. C, M, Y, K. And then there should be a gray left as well. So there's your 6 there. But this has a tray in the back that does the 13 by 19.
Oh, so that's...
Watch out, Levi. You can't pull it from the back. You need to be in the front to see what's going on. That lets the 13 by 19 paper in right here. And as a matter of fact, you can't see because the camera was too low.
And it's easier to see me, the star of the show.
Oh.
You're not the star of the show.
Listen, we can all be stars. It's fine. When it's time to do all the work, then we'll see who the stars are. That's when you really shine. When the cleanup and the get everything else done and not the part that's not on the YouTube live, that's when the stars come out. Okay, so it still says it's initializing here. So let me go ahead and I'll show you this this 8550, which is the exact same thing. It's just bigger. So, and this one is not plugged in. Back up just a second, Emma.
Okay.
And we're going to need this USB cable later on when we connect the other ones.
It's a beauty.
And like I said, it is almost identical. As a matter of fact, watch out, Levi. Come through here.
It's probably just wider, though.
It is definitely a wider printing printer. Y'all can see that. And I'll back up just a little bit so you can see them kind of side by side. Now, one of them looks lower than the other just because I have them sitting on different printer boxes. But as you can see here, they look virtually the same.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only difference here is that this one prints up to 13 inches wide and this one only prints 8.5 inches wide. So I wanted to go ahead and do this one because we're going to start doing a Innate Lab Kids Edition. And if you have to start with a smaller printer, then I want you to know that you can start with an 8.5 inch printer. I have never owned an 8.5 inch sublimation printer. I've always done the 13 inch printers, but I do understand that there's going to be some limitations in some ways that you have to start off. So this is the 8.5 inch printer. And I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway for it, okay? And I can't say that too many times on YouTube because I heard it messes up your little algorithm or whatnot. But I want you all to stay tuned to the very end of the last video that we do, because we have a part 2 to this, and then you will learn about that. So if you have never, ever, ever done sublimation before, or you've never had your own sublimation printer before, there's going to be an opportunity for you at the end of the second session. All right, so we're going to let this roll. Let this go.
It's on a...
Oh.
You're right.
Yep, Levi is hilarious. Oh, no, don't give him any more fuel, Teresa. All right, so
fuel is entertainment.
Right.
Of comedy. All
right, so while this is going, let's go ahead and get our paper together. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take paper. Watch out, Levi, because you're trying to be cute now. Now they can't see the printer.
I'm just giving them entertainment while it's
initializing?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to take some 8.5 by 11 inch paper here. And this is how the 8.5 inch paper loads in the 13 inch version of the printer. So this is the 8550. So it has the same style tray here, but you're going to load the 13 by 19 and your 11 by 17 paper in the rear here. When this asks me for paper, then I will install the 8.5 by 11 inch paper in the smaller one.
Wow, that's small.
All right, so initialization is complete, is what it says. And it says that some ink is absorbed into the maintenance box. This will be your maintenance box. It says you may see some black parts in it. So you might actually look down here in this maintenance box area, and you might actually see some ink absorbed into the sponge there. That's perfectly fine, okay? That's normal. Now we want to proceed to the print adjustment. Okay, so we're gonna hit to adjustment. All right, so we hit to adjustment, and it's gonna say align the printer to get the best print quality. Now you do not have to do this. You can skip it. Don't lean on that box, it's on wheels. So you can skip this part. However, I don't want you to skip it. Go ahead and do it and knock it out, because like I said, this is a photo printer, so it is a little sensitive. So let's just go ahead and get it done. All right, so it's recommended. Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's adjust, which says recommended. And it says perform a print head nozzle check to check the print quality. Let's do it. And now it says load letter or A4 size paper to nozzle check pattern. So we're going to have to pull this little flap down here
and pull that
and pull this drawer out, correct? Now you're going to have to make this wider, because right now as it's set to default, it's its narrowest position. You're going to have to widen that up, and then grab the 8.5 by 11 inch paper. Make sure that it fits in here well.
Auntie.
Okay, underneath the blue. All right, and then when you hit it, you can tuck it in there. You'll feel it stop. Now, if you have 8.5 inch by 14 inch paper, I believe you want to load that in the rear paper feed. All right, now that's loaded. We're going to hit print. It should, I believe it should tell us to close this, but let's see. If we hit print right now, I would be surprised that this would print in with the scanner unit open, but let's see.
It drank and it has some stuff to put in its mouth.
All right, so it's automatically opening the paper catch tray. And let me see if you all can see that. Levi, get your hands out of the way so people can see.
Magic. Wait, what? This is real
All
magic.
right, Teresa, your little ones are there. See if they qualify.
This is real
Let's
magic.
see.
And it was also nice meeting her daughter.
Okay, so this one, it looks like everything is clear except there's a couple of lines missing in the gray. So we are going to hit the X button. So hit the X right there. All right, and go ahead and run a print head cleaning. Don't lean on that. Hit start.
Processing.
And we're going to let that do a print head cleaning. We'll do another nozzle check. And then there are some other adjustments that will happen for the alignment.
Well, waiting time, maybe read the comments. It failed me.
All right, so let's just leave it on. It says it might take about 3 minutes. So in the meantime, yes, we'll read the comments here. Oh, they said it was nice meeting you via Zoom as well, Emma.
I'm dancing.
Levi.
Oh, I'll calm down.
So I hope you're this energized when it's time to do some work. Back out from the camera, boy, and let the film be seen.
This is why I tried to tell you to tell Levi.
Right. Tell
Calm
me
down.
about
I tried.
I probably told you calm down about 30 times already.
Hilarious.
All right, so this is still giving me about 1 more minute to wrap that up. If y'all have any questions about this printer or anything else while we're waiting, go ahead and throw them at me. And
Hilarious. I agree.
Okay.
Levi, you are.
What is it?
You are the spitting image of your auntie.
Oh, really?
What about me? I know I'm mostly off camera, but hey, I'm reading y'all.
Yeah, I call Emma my mini-me. She's been my shadow since she was, could be a shadow, could see a shadow.
I was a genius since I was born.
All right, so let's do this, y'all. I need y'all's help cleaning up all the mess. This is the part that really tells who's the star on YouTube. Okay, look.
Oh, I'm gonna clean up.
Here, Levi, that's the trash.
Yay.
Here.
But I'm still going to be reading.
No, I don't want that up there. We're gonna go ahead and pack that up.
Okay.
So that's not trash. I want y'all to get the trash. Take the trash and be very careful if it has ink on it. Make sure you don't drop it on the floor because it can stain the floor. Okay? Here, some more trash there. Don't run. Take your time.
It's probably still.
All right, so let's see. We're good on the print now. We're going to do a printer adjustment. Perform 5 types of alignment in order. Now, y'all have to pay attention because this is important stuff, okay? Don't lean on the box. Load 6 sheets of letter A4 size plain paper into cassette 2.
Somebody said I think Emma is her twin.
Oh, now y'all gonna have a twin battle. We can battle it out after we're done with this, okay?
Except
all right, so
glasses.
let's see. So we're gonna put at least 5 sheets of paper in there. Let's go ahead and pull that open. I think we definitely have more than 5 in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead. It just wanted to make sure you had enough. Now the good thing about this paper tray is once it's pushed in, if it knows it's going to print something else, it will automatically detect and pull out.
H has a question that I cannot answer.
If you wanted to start out for sublimation, back up from the camera, Levi, so they can see the printer. If you wanted to start out for sublimation, what's the difference from this printer and the Sawgrass being about the same price? That is a great question. This is an 8.5-inch printer. Sawgrass has the SG500, which is also an 8.5-inch printer. The difference is usually with the ink. The ink for the Sawgrass is more expensive, and it's also you won't be able to use third-party inks with your Sawgrass printer without voiding the warranty. Of course, the same is true for Epson as well, but once you're using it as a sublimation printer, then at this point, you want to make sure that you're able to sustain, keep the ink costs down and that sort of thing. So that's a very good question. I normally don't start out with the 8.5-inch printer. I usually start out with the 13-inch printer that I can get my hands on because I know at some point in time, at most points in time, I'm going to end up doing some larger images. Don't lean on the box, Levi. Matter of fact, I think y'all are good. This next part is just me doing the alignment. So y'all are good to take a break. Y'all want to take a break?
Yeah. No, I want to keep reading these comments.
Okay, well, Levi, have a seat right here. Take a break.
Wait, is it okay if I can answer the comments?
No, not unless I give you permission, because I don't know what you're going to type. So Rona, yes, the price of the ink for the Sawgrass is a tremendous difference. For instance, you're getting 127 milliliters of each color here. And I'm not certain. I think the Sawgrass ones might be 70 milliliters. And with the 70 milliliters, I believe it's, don't quote me on this, I believe it's somewhere around maybe $200. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but basically it's significantly more than what you pay for $60 for 127 milliliters of each color. So, I mean, in the long run, the ink savings alone could really save you on your projects.
Hey, wait a minute. Why did it go from 19? Why did it go from 19 to 16?
There's people are going to bed, Emma.
Oh.
All right, let's see. So yes, the 8550 and the the 8550 I think is pretty much out of stock at most stores. You have to physically find one in the store in order to pick it up right now. I'm sure that they'll be making some more. The 16650, which is my other recommended printer, like that. Well, that is my recommended printer. And when it comes to 13-inch printers, it's just super fast. It hasn't let me down. It is a workhorse. It's a beast. It prints my 13 by 19 prints in less than 30 seconds for most 13 by 19. Well, I think all 13 by 19 prints have printed in about 30 seconds or less. All right, so let's see what we're doing here. We're gonna go ahead and go to the plain paper size. We will close that out because it's default. We are on plain paper. And it's gonna perform 5 types of alignment. We'll say okay here. And it's gonna go ahead and begin with the first. I am actually amazed to see that this printer is printing while this top is open. I've never seen that before. Most of the time it won't print when the top is open because it is a safety hazard. So make sure at home, especially kids, make sure that you're not putting your hand anywhere in here. And as a matter of fact, I want to close it, but I do want you to kind of see what's going on under the hood, since it's letting us see that. Oh, I'm not even showing y'all the right angle. There we go. I also want you to be aware that these ink levels are going to go down, so don't get upset. What happens is, in order to initialize, it's pulling ink into the CIS system, so it has a built-in continuous ink system. What happens is it pulls ink into it, and you're going to probably be at about the 3/4 mark here by the time that you're finished initializing. That's fine. You can top the ink off at this point in time, like once you actually get everything set up. Top your ink off so you're not concerned about it, but never, ever, ever let your ink go below this last quarter mark, okay? That I did that one time to my 16650, and I ended up apologizing profusely to my printer because I let my girl down. I let her go down below that 1/4 mark, and I forgot, and I ran her dry. And once you pull air into the line, it takes a lot of effort to get that air out of the line, okay? So I want you all to be aware of that. Yeah, that ink can definitely be a doozy. And the fact of the matter is, you can get quality ink, like with the True Colors ink. It really is high quality ink, and we do really care about what's going into your system. We still recommend that you print at least every other day, something full page with all 4 colors, even if you just print the free CMYK test page. So let's see what's happening with this alignment here. It's asking us to select the pattern that shows no gap or dark line. And in this case, let me see if I can see it with y'all. This light is actually pretty good. I do see a little gapping here at 2 and 3, and I don't see gapping at 4. So I'm going to select 4 and proceed to step 2. And now I'm looking at row 2, same thing here. I think 4 is clear. So I'm going to give it a 4. It might be different for your printer because you might need a little alignment just because of how it was manufactured. You know, maybe some shifting happened when it was shipped, and maybe your print head just needs a little minor adjustment. So do what's best for you. Don't follow what I'm doing exactly, the numbers that I'm doing, because it's going to be what you see on your paper. All right, now it's asking us to print the alignment patterns 2 out of 5. right, and the last part of this is just going through the adjustments. So at this point, I'm gonna finish the adjustments with you all, and then as soon as we're done, we're gonna take a quick break and shift to another video. So y'all, if you wanna see that part, make sure that you look for the second live, because we won't be able to continue because the second part is actually gonna be on the computer. So we're gonna set up the drivers and we're gonna set up the ICC profile. That ICC profile is going to be necessary for you to make sure that you have the proper colors. It still prints really well without it, but I do not recommend printing without the ICC profile for this particular printer. And the ICC profile is good for the 8550 as well as the 8500 that we're working on right now.
It's really cool that we can like see it.
Right. So that's why we have to be careful. We cannot put our hands in there or anything. All right, so let's see what this one is going to ask us.
Ooh, I don't think the gray looks good. Oh, like I see the
No,
lines
it's
in it.
not exactly. That's why I said you have to pay attention to what it's asking you.
Okay, that makes sense. So that's why there's lines in the gray?
Right, we're going to pay attention to what the prompt says, and we're going to read and see what the lines mean.
Is it making
It's going to make a second print.
Oh, I feel like it does in chunks.
All right, so we printed 2 pages. Now, the instructions say to choose the square with the fewest streaks. So we're going to look at the paper here, and just for row number 1, it looks like the one with the fewest streaks here is number 5, block number 5. So we're going to go up to number 5 and hit proceed to 2. All right, and now we're going to go to number 2. What's the one that looks like the less?
5.
5 again, so go up to 5, proceed to 3. And let's look at 3. What does it look like? The one with the least lines in it. I think it's 4.
4, yeah.
Okay, go up, hit proceed. And next, what about number 5?
Wait, I think it's number...
You have to hit proceed to 5, Emma. Hit proceed.
Wait,
Number
back,
I think it was already 3, and then
yeah,
you
we
just
already
hit.
at 3, so
We
we're
just
now
did,
at 4.
right, we just did 4.
We just did 3. We did choose this one. No, we chose this one.
No, we didn't.
3. I think.
Okay, well then fine. What's 4 then? What's 4?
For 4, I think.
What do you think it is?
I think 3.
You think, no, I see a line in 3. I don't see a line in 4.
I do because. I'm not-
Do you see a line? I see 3 lines in 3.
Okay.
If y'all move y'all big old heads
Wait,
out
can
the
I tell
light,
you
you can, what?
At 3, I think it was just.
Then we can go back, hit
It was
back.
on
3 is what? 4.
4.
Okay, so 3 is fine. Number 4 is what?
4. Yeah.
So hit 4 and hit proceed. Let Levi hit it one time. All right, what about number 5?
7.
7.
Okay, so Levi, go to 7 and hit proceed. And what about,
6. Oh, 5.
4.
which one do you think it is?
I think 4.
I think 4 too. What do you think, Levi? Matter of fact, I actually, yeah, 4 is it. 5 definitely has more marks.
Wait,
more
on
streaks.
5?
On number 6, Levi.
Now we're on 7.
4, yeah.
Oh, we're on 7 now.
Oh, what?
Your sister already picked the one for 6. We're on 7 with a 7. I wish I could see. I can't see through none of y'all's. I hope y'all can see real well.
4.
What do you think?
I think 3.
No,
No.
because I see lines in 3. I see a line in 4, but I see 2 lines in 3. So pick 4 because it's less. And then we have another page.
8.
Number 8. Go ahead, Levi.
Ah.
Watch it.
I think 3.
What do you think, Levi? 3 looks good to me. Go ahead and select 3, Emma, for number 8. Proceed. What's next? Number 9.
7. Wait, no, 6.
6.
Okay, I'll agree with that. 6 is definitely
Oh,
the
I
best
thought
one.
it was-
For number 9,
Can I do the last one?
you can do the next one. All right, that's the last one.
3. 2.
Back
It's
your
3.
heads up. It is 2.
Wait, let me
It's
see
2.
that.
2
I have
has
the glasses on.
2 had no kind of lines whatsoever. 3 has a very, very faint
Look
line.
closely.
Go ahead and put 2 and hit proceed.
Yeah, she's right.
Okay. All right. So
3 out
now
of 5.
print the next one. 3 out of 5. Hit print. And y'all will be done with this as soon as this is over. Okay.
Let me see
I
any
appreciate
new
you.
comments.
Levi.
No, there are no new comments.
Levi, back up out of the camera so they can see the printer.
Oh, they can kind
Oh,
of
see, I forgot to tell you this. This one
Don't
shows
lean on the
later.
box.
This one shows late.
I understand. It's a delay. I've been doing YouTube for a little while, baby. I understand. It's about a 10-second delay. All right. What's the difference in price between the 8,500 and the 8,550? Let's check it out real quick. So we'll go Epson 8,500.
20 done.
Okay. Let's see.
What is this one?
Hold on,
supposed
let
to
me,
be?
y'all back up for a second. Let me answer this question. Back up from the printer. All right, let's see. The Epson, and you have to put the ET 8500 because there's an XP 8500 as well. So we're going with the ET 8500, the Eco Tank. And it is $5.99. So the Eco Tank 8550. And that's the retail price. Sometimes you'll find it for less. It's $6.99. So it's a difference of $100. So if I were purchasing this, I would absolutely purchase the 8550. What happened is I made a mistake and bought this 8500 because I left off 1.5 and I got really excited. I was like, ooh, I found one for less, for $100 less. And that's how I found out that this has a little mini-me version because I mistakenly bought that mini-me version. So, like I said, someone will be getting a surprise at the end of this situation. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and select the pattern that shows no gap or dark line.
Okay, so number 1.
So you're looking for the one that, see how that kind of looks a little crooked, bent up? No gap or dark line.
I would say 6.
I would say 7.
I think 6 and 7 look about the same. So usually you're going to choose the one that's soonest. So we'll say 6. Hit proceed to 2. And what is 2? Which one would you say is 2?
5.
Let's see. Do I see a
5,
little?
yeah.
No, 5. You're right. 5 doesn't have a little bend. Let's do 5 and hit proceed. All right, let's go print the next one. Hit print.
Print.
I don't
Alright.
think they can see that well inside.
No, they won't be able to see this exactly. That's why we're reading it out to them.
Also, Auntie, your subscribers are the sweetest.
They always are the sweetest. They are. They're always super positive, super supportive. They give me good feedback when I need feedback. Absolutely.
Next one's here.
All right. So now this one is a little. What you're looking for in this one is it's a little bit awkward. Let me see if you can see it here.
They
There
have
are
to be like right at each other.
right. So there are 2 bars and they barely overlap, but you can tell when they do overlap because there is a slightly darker line. Just like if you take like a highlighter and you highlight 2 different spaces and maybe the spot that you track over the same area, even unintentionally, you'll see a little bit darker area. That's exactly what you're seeing, but what you're looking for is you don't want to see any opening, so you don't want to see a white line, and then you don't want to see a dark line, which would be the overlap. So for that, I would say probably number 6.
Or number 3.
No, number 3, I see an overlap there. You see that dark line right there? So I don't see that. I barely see it on 5, and I don't see it at all on 6. And I see a white line on 7, so I see a little bit of a gap on 7. So go ahead and enter 6.
6.
And the reason why I decided to go through these
5 out of
steps...
5.
Good, we're almost done. The reason why I decided to go through these steps with you is because some people don't know what they're looking for when it comes to this alignment series. So I wanted to walk through these steps with you. You do not have to do these, but it will set you off with the best possible settings for your printer. All right, so put this one down.
Same thing.
All right,
Black
so now
line,
it says
black line,
choose the
black line.
rectangles that are not separated or
lines.
overlapped.
Black line, no black line, white line.
So you think it's 6 again?
It might be 6 or it might be 5.
Let me see.
But I see a bit of a black
Yep,
line
I
here,
see it too.
it's
So
6.
it's 6. Very good. All right.
Printhead adjustment, alignment.
Alignment.
Alignment complete. You can now adjust again from maintenance.
Maintenance. Yeah, people pick it. Most people just say maintenance. I say maintenance, and I get picked at all the time because I enunciate every syllable. All right, so we are done setting it up. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to take a very small break. We'll go ahead and close that. We're going to take a very small break, and then I'm going to bring one of our business partners and coaches online, Miss Teresa. We're going to do a Zoom session where I show you my screen, and I'm going to show you the settings for setting up this printer permanently so that you never have to check the changes in Photoshop. It's just always going to be the proper changes, proper setup for the 8550 and the 8500. And then we're going to show you the settings on the Mac. So this is a really good place for us. Normally I do not get to show you the Mac settings, but Teresa has a Mac and she's gonna walk you through those settings. And she already did some samples last night with different print quality settings, and she's gonna show you those prints. So she printed them, she timed them, so she's going to give you the rundown on the time for each of those size prints, and then she's going to show you what it looks like when she pressed it. Okay, so that's going to be a real gem for us, setting up the printer profiles and installing the ICC profile, which is much simpler than it sounds. Okay, and I see my mini-me here is mocking me with my hand movements. So at least she's learning the game, okay?
Because mine are like smaller versions of yours, if you haven't noticed.
All right, love. So we're going to go ahead and close this one out. I'll be back in literally 5 minutes on the next live. And that next live, we will be doing the computer setup. So I'll go ahead and get that together. All right, little ones.
It's just time.
Little Innate Lab kids, are y'all ready to tell everyone good night? All right.
Good night.
Hold on.
Good night.
So,
please stay out for the next live.
all right, so let's make sure we don't hit that, okay? You can stand right here. Come on. And be careful, don't step on the cords. All right, so back up. Why is this light so bright? You just let it be all bright in your face like that? That's why you were looking weird.
It burns my eyes.
Aw.
I can see the reflection.
Okay, well, back up a little bit, Levi.
I can see
So
the
we
reflection.
appreciate you all. We love you dearly. And until next time,
Bye.
All right.
And I'm blessed too.
Yes, we're all blessed.